Somebody I met that you recently worked with too. I met just online. I haven't actually met him in person yet. Sean Michael Argo.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, yeah.
He got in touch with me way back when you and I worked on All Wrapped Up,
Yes.
and helped me out with getting that out in front of people for a while. You just worked with him on something called Voodoo Cowboys.
Yes, Voodoo Cowboys. Actually, I just finished a second movie with him. We shot Ember Days in Seattle.
Was he
And
directing that also?
yeah,
God, the guy works like crazy.
I know. He's a madman.
He's
He's a
insane.
total madman. He's a lot like me in the sense that, he's always on the road, but he's directing. So he's like going around and, he gets funding from different companies or people in different areas, and he shoots in completely different locations and states, of course, and all that sort of stuff, because we did Voodoo Cowboys in Arkansas, which was, and that actually is the first one rolling out, which is November 30th. That's going to be out to the world, November
Wow.
30th, which is really soon now.
Yeah.
And
By the time this airs, it'll be even sooner.
yeah, exactly. It'll be a day away, maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows? But it'd be right now. And yeah, it's very. There is a making of diary on it in Fangoria issue 299, and it was a definite trip. I mean, the script itself is so amazingly cool. It's sort of hard to describe, but for good reasons. It's about sort of the good and the bad. There's a cowboy flavor to it. The good guys want to put an end to sort of the apocalypse and like have all of the evil personalities go back underground. Of course, I'm on the evil side. Surprise, surprise. And there's also, while all this other stuff is going on with, voodoo unleashing a lot of very, evil spirits and beings wreaking havoc, there's also at the very same time a zombie apocalypse going on. So they're sort of like being killed and dealt with on the side of this whole other story. So it's a really, really cool story, and because of the location, in the middle of nowhere, the town we shot in had a population literally of 720 people.
Wow.
And but you can imagine the visual locations as well as the large amount of brown recluse spiders and ticks and such. But
That's right.
yeah, that was
This was the spider shoot.
Oh, they're called the house spider down there.
I mean, we have them in Florida too.
I know, but they're not really the house spider, are they?
Well, not in my house.
Yeah, exactly. I know, and then someone in Seattle said, they're up here too. And I'm like, ignorance is bliss sometimes,
Yeah.
For some reason in my mind, they don't cross state borders, They're there, and then they just live there. That's all. They don't go anywhere else. But apparently, they're everywhere. They're probably in my shoes, and knock on wood, they're not. But one of the zillion great stories from that shoot is the Baptist church shutting us down. He got the locations long in advance. This is where he's from, so he's got family there. His brother, who's awesome, is one of the producers, and his mom lives there. So this is his hometown. So he got a lot of locations. And then the Baptist minister decided, we were devil worshippers. So even though everybody signed off on using their, place or place of business, whatever, the land, like literally the night before, sometimes the morning of, they would call them and out of pressure from the minister, they would very reluctantly say that we couldn't shoot there. They felt horrible, but in such a tiny community, to go against your minister, that's a tough one to pull off because you got to show up at church every Sunday.
Yeah.
So they were really like railroaded into, pulling out. But ironically and typical to film, as you know, Jason, the locations we ended up using ended up to be better. And
yeah, I mean, sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah, and we really, really did. I gotta say that what we used is so much more epic looking. Just where we were, just these big like sort of dunes of sand. It looks like an old spaghetti western in a desert, just like, no greenery for anywhere, in this one particular place. So it worked out extremely well. That's all I could say. Just so well. Yeah, so that's going to be out November 30th. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's got a lot of great actors in the movie, including one of the stars from The Real L Word, which is, I imagine, on Showtime. So she's in it, and she was like super cool, and she's on the good guy's side. I'm on the bad guy's side.
So you guys get to shoot at each other and fight and stuff.
We fight physically. We
That's
got
fantastic.
some throwdowns.
Good. So you're getting good training for Onyx. You're getting.
Yeah, exactly.